Does Texas have a chance? Hey guys, we are now we are now 1 day away from the showdown versus Alabama, the rematch of the 2010 BCS Championship game at the Rose Bowl, which I mean, Colt McCoy got knocked. I mean, at first, I mean, on Alabama's first drive, we hold them to a 3-and-out, and then Texas comes out blazing. Defense gets a stop, and then they call a fake punt, and we intercept it, and it's straight ahead. It's they get down to the. I mean, for the first 3 plays or first 5 plays, Texas looked on fire offensively. Like they had the 2 quick passes for both 9 yards. First to Shipley and then Malcolm Williams, and then Cody Johnson banged it ahead for the first down, and then Trey Newton got a run to put us inside the 15, but on the 5th play, Colt takes a punishing shot, and he gets knocked out of the game. I read today that his entire right side was numb. I thought it was just his shoulder, but I heard that he couldn't throw the football. Obviously, that pinched nerve in his shoulder, yes, his whole right side was affected. And then in comes the freshman, and we can't punch it in. And then Alabama flubs the next kickoff, and we recover. Then we get in. Then we knock in a field goal to go up 6-0, and then we keep holding Alabama. But then in the first quarter, they start to run the ball on our defense, and with our offense reeling, it put us in a spot. And then Ingram just banged it in for the touchdown early in the second quarter, and then Trent Richardson just exploded up the middle for 49 yards, and then Alabama kicked a field goal before the half, and they made it 17-6, and so now Texas was going to get the ball first in the second half, so it looked like they were going to run out the clock. But Greg Davis, that was an awful call against that good of a defense, and with a freshman quarterback trying to get that many yards in that much time. You just take a knee, and that turned out to be pretty big because we were in a big hole. And then we get the bad news that Colt will not be back in the game. And then late in the third quarter, he hit a pass to Jordan Shipley, and that gives Texas hope. And then they hold out, they recover the onside kick, but can't cash in on it. And then they keep holding Bama. And then Texas cuts it to 3 with 6 minutes left. And then stops Bama on their next possession, and get the ball back with about 3 minutes remaining. But the offensive line, who had held up well, they hadn't let our quarterback get hit that much, but they pummeled him, and he fumbled, and then they scored two late touchdowns to pull away, and Texas has never been the same since. The only reason why Garrett Gilbert why he played as good as he could have, under the circumstances was because he had the play he had the he was commended for his performance because he was in a really rough spot, and he nearly let us back. I just think that, man, if Colt were playing, we would have beat them. But those were Colts players that took Gilbert under took Gilbert under their wing, and Shipley especially really stepped up for Gilbert. But after those guys graduated, um, when that team, when the supporting cast became Gilbert's own, he did nothing he did nothing, and we have been in a funk ever since. Well, tomorrow's the rematch, and to to win this game, Texas is going to have to keep Alabama to low scoring, and they're going to have to keep Alabama maybe 21 to 24 points, and they're going to have to keep it a low scoring game because if Alabama jumps out to an early lead, that thing's a boat race, and I don't see us coming back. We got a freshman Ewers who is going to be playing his first big time game. It's kind of like Colt McCoy in Ohio State in 2006 when Colt was just not ready for that game. We're getting a similar taste, and Ewers is going to get hit a few times, and we're going to have to be able to run the ball against Alabama, but it's going to be tough to run the ball against Alabama because of their defense, and we're going to have to get pressure on their quarterback, and they're going to and there is no margin for error. That one mistake, and Alabama could capitalize and pull away with this thing. So there's no room for error. Hopefully, we just kept the offense just vanilla. You know, I think if we can run Ewers and give him some good quarterback runs, and he can run in the pocket, call some design quarterback runs and scramble, I think it could really enhance our offense. But our quarterback is inexperienced in going up against the best defense or one of the best defenses in college football. I mean, Texas has got to have to play a clean. They're going to have to play clean and error free. I don't want them to just, if Bama gets a lead on them early, to don't lay down and just give up, but also don't, when you're trying to win, don't make stupid errors. You gotta fight. You gotta fight Alabama, and you gotta play smart against Alabama. You keep fighting till the fourth quarter is over, and yeah, that. But offensively, we're gonna have to be patient, and defensively, we're gonna have to be able to hold Alabama to the mid-20s, and we're gonna have to. And if we want to we gotta keep Alabama low scoring. We want to have a chance in this game with a fourth quarter to have a fighting chance. And I wouldn't be surprised if Texas lost, but but they're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to play out of their. They're gonna have to play over out of their minds in order to beat Alabama. And college game day, of course, is coming. And unfortunately, I will not be able to make it to college game day. I mean, I did a few years ago, but it was okay. But I mean, I really wanted to go this one, but that's not going to be doable. It's going to be a loud stadium. We're going to have to get our crowd into it early and keep them in it and keep them in it and get that stadium loud. It's a sellout, and so we're going to have our work cut out for us. Hold your hopes up. Keep faith, Longhorn fans. Hook 'em horns and Texas fight. And Bama, we're coming for you. Better watch out.